lovelies, good morning. It is I, Jenny Lurea, and in this video I'll be sharing with you the 5 W's of the credit card swiper. This question comes up so much, especially with all the newbies in our team, Hot Parliaments, and so I thought I should cover it because I think they're watching my older videos too, and they're getting confused on when or why or should they even use the credit card swiper. And so I will be giving kind of like an overview of it, and then you can decide if the credit card swiper is for you and how I use it. First off, what is a credit card swiper? A credit card swiper is a device that you can put onto your smartphone and to your iPad in some cases, and you can take payments from people that way. I have been using the credit card swiper since I started Origami Owl because you're able to buy wholesale and sell at a retail. It was just much easier for me to take people's credit cards that way because honestly, when people are walking away with the products, I don't want to have to come back to them and say, hey, your check bounced. Do you have another form of payment? So it was just to avoid that and to receive payments when the service product is given to them. Just like a store, you want the payments then and there. So let me just kind of back up why that is or why they changed. The what's a credit card swiper is simply something that takes payments through these little devices that goes on your smartphone or iPad, and so that way you say bada bing, bada bang, here is a product, or I'm going to order the product for you. Let me take your payments, and that will let you know too if that is a good card or a bad card, and if you need to make other arrangements for payments. So that's what that is. It's just a little device that you get and take payment with. Who should have it? I think anybody and everybody that has a business, whether it be resale or a service business, should have a credit card swiper. It's free to get this thing, and yes, there is a little bit of transaction fee per transaction, or in some cases you can even get like a flat rate fee for the month, but it's something that you should have if you're thinking of ever getting money from anybody. And there's a lot of times when people don't carry cash or don't carry a checkbook, but there's something that you are selling, there's something that they want, and their form of payments or the thing that they have on them is a credit card or debit card. So it is helpful to have a credit card swiper on you since you probably already have a smartphone. Where or when depends on your business, but since this is my Origami Owl channel, I will say that use the credit card swiper when you are letting people take home products from your table, because there's nothing more weird or awkward than calling them later and say, hey, remember me? I sold you the necklace that you've been wearing for like a week or so, and your check has bounced twice, and I now have 2 check bounce fees for my bank, and you probably have some bounce check fees at your bank too, but I would like you to cover not only the products that you walked away with, but also these 2 check bounce fees that are probably maybe $30. So yeah, to avoid that with products that have already walked off, I do use my credit card swiper. You can definitely still, like, by all means, take your checks, but for products that's been sold off my table that they're wearing, I use my swiper. When I don't use my swiper anymore is when I am still going to be purchasing their product I don't have on hand, because our back office system process credit cards, and at that point before ordering, it will let you know if the card is not good. So then you don't have to dish out money or product before finding out if the card is not good. So again, it's, you don't have to use a credit card swiper for products that hasn't been out yet, because you will know if the card is bad before you place an order for it. But again, if you want the sheer convenience of closing out your order and have the hostess get what she's entitled to, and you just don't want to be calling because their card is bad, you can go ahead and use a credit card swiper. Just know that the fees still apply, and go from there. Next one, why should you use it? I think I already covered that. Why should you use it is because you don't want to be trying to call somebody later on or last minute because their card stinks or their check bounced or their cash, I don't know. It's a matter of convenience. That 2.75% fee that I have with the credit card swiper that I use, people are like, well, that's 2.75. Yeah, it is. And that 2.75 is $2.75 out of like a $100 order. Can you imagine you're trying to put in an order late at night, and some host isn't going to get the rewards because somebody's card is bad and you don't have the money to fork it over, or you don't want to fork it over? and it's just going to be chaotic, and you don't want to be calling somebody at 10:30 at night because that's the only time you can put in orders. You know what I mean? So it is pretty much sheer convenience for you to have a credit card swiper at your joy bars, at your parties, if you want to. So you avoid all the discrepancies, and people tell me, well, doesn't that add up to a lot? Yes, it does, but it also takes away a lot of the stresses and possibilities. And I have never had a bounce check because I rarely ever do take checks. And so I haven't had a bounce check, and that's because I do use a credit card swiper. And yes, I do pay into those fees, but yes, I am less stressed because, yeah, I have girls in our team that they've been in for a month, they do their joy bar, and bam, someone gave them a bad check, and it's bounced twice, and now there's bank fees. And so, kind of gives you a little bit more perspective of like, okay, it's okay. I pay my fees because I'm okay with it because of this stuff like this. So, anyways, so who is you? Get a credit card swiper. What are they? It's some device that you just put on your smartphone or iPad and you take payments. When should you use them? Whenever you want convenience. It could be when you're sending people off from your table, the jewelry already, or it can be simply even if you are still placing the order in the back office. You can just have that money in your bank account. Why should you use it? Sheer convenience of not having anything bounce or come back to you. And when should you use it? Again, it's up to you. You can use it at vendor events, simply when you're doing the make and takes, or you can use it all the time because people might not want to give you their credit card number, or you simply don't want to take any other forms of payments with you when you're doing jewelry bars. So I hope that helps, and I hope that's not too confusing, and you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. All right, you guys have a beautiful day and happy business and happy credit card swiping.